Hey y'all, welcome back. Guess what episode it is? It's episode 32
Ooh,
of
ooh, ooh,
Don't Listen to
ooh.
Me podcast.
What
My name
up?
is Lo.
I'm Alnisa. Hey, y'all. What y'all up to?
Hopefully y'all into getting into what we into, which is the ish. Okay? Um,
Popeye-ish. Popeye-ish.
okay, exactly. So we are blood sisters and we
Hey.
just, you know what I'm saying, from Atlanta. Wanna oh,
ATL.
what do we do for you?
ATL.
You feel me? So first things first before I guess we
We
should
get in.
cheers to the draft. The
Yes,
draft the
we're
tonight.
cheersing to the draft. Atlanta Hawks, baby. You know we die
Yes.
hard. Atlanta Falcons. Eh, um, Georgia Bulldogs.
Go dogs.
Braves.
Yes.
Atlanta
Atlanta United.
United. We all here for it. All of it.
You remember
All
the
of it.
Thrashers? You remember when we used to have a hockey team?
Yes, we don't have a hockey
Girl.
team anymore.
No, they been gone. They been
Girl,
gone,
I would
girl.
have never
Thrashers.
known. I wouldn't have never known if you would have. I don't
They
think
been
I've
gone for
ever.
a while.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some good draft picks. The Hawks, we really need to. What's
Do
up,
you,
sis?
mm, do you think they're gonna trade?
Trey Young.
Yeah.
I don't. I've heard that they're gonna trade Trey Young through my brother, your husband. Go dogs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, go dogs. What's up, cuz?
So we decided to wear Hawks paraphernalia today,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find my other Hawks jerseys. All I could find was my Trey Young jersey. I said, never mind. I'll wear the jacket.
I can't
I'll
stand
wear the
you.
jacket.
What is wrong? You see how easy we you listen.
Nah,
You're right.
I've
You're
always
right.
been a Herder fan.
You have
I
been.
like Collins Herders at Sacramento Kings.
And you
I
wore
don't
your
even watch the
herder
Kings
herders hawk jersey in
to the
California.
Kings at the Kings
Okay.
game.
Yeah. Weird.
Anyway,
Weird. Stranger things.
correct. But we're can we cheers to getting
Yeah,
some
let's
good?
cheers. First of all, I don't even know what you're drinking, baby.
Oh, I totally
What
forgot.
can you show me?
Thank you, sis. You keeping me
Show and
straight. You
tell,
keeping me
baby.
straight, sis. So one of my colleagues told me I was telling them I needed to find some wine. I was out. I literally this is my only bottle of wine in the house. She
No
told me
way.
about this wine called Bordeaux. Bordeaux. I've never heard of it. It's a
Bordeaux.
white
Ooh,
wine.
it looks fancy.
It's okay. So it's saying it's 36% Sauvignon Blanc, and it's three different other types of white wines. It looks like it's a white blend.
Okay, so what's the total percentage? Because you caught me off guard with 36%. I
Oh no,
mean,
of Sauvignon Blanc. Of It's like different
of the
types of
different
grape
wines.
and wine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
got
it's
you.
actually low alcohol percentage though. It's 11.5. A little bit under
Oh,
our,
okay. Yeah. Hey,
12%. But
we can we can rock with
you,
it.
I told you what else is going on with me, so you know.
Oh, you said you have 11.5?
11.5. Yeah.
I have
What you drinking?
11.5 too.
What you drinking?
Wow, I have Black Girl Magic
Oh, it's the
Riesling.
Riesling.
I
It's good.
my husband, let me tell you, he's very supportive of this podcast because let me tell you, now all of a sudden, like every week, he'll bring me a bottle of wine on
Oh
Thursday.
my gosh.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta stop and get wine because I'm
Oh, that's
already
so
tapped into
sweet.
my bottle. And sometimes I be like, I don't want to show them the bottle that I've been drinking all week. So
Okay, okay. You want to get a new, something
yeah, he
new.
and this is 11.5% as well. And
Oh,
it's
that's
black owned
good.
and it's women owned.
The McBride sisters. Y'all see my Halima S candle in the background?
We see. Did you light it? Oh, it's lit.
It's lit. It's
It is
lit.
lit.
We lit. It's lit.
We lit. All right.
I bought some hanging plants, so hopefully next week I have a real jungle in here for y'all.
Oh, Lowe's house is so like just boho and it's just so perfect. I love it so
Thank you, thank
much.
you, thank you.
It's so
Y'all,
sweet.
tell us what you're drinking. O was a
Yes.
guest last week. Thanks for tuning in
It
because
was
he's
such
so
a good
supportive and
time.
such a good host. I mean, such a good guest. I think we had a great
It's just
conversation.
all around just a wonderful, great person. I love him.
Yeah. Yeah, love him. So yeah, cheers, y'all.
Cheers and drink up. This is my first cup of wine of the day.
Me
Hey,
too.
hey. I just felt like singing.
That's really good. Okay, I'm not mad at this. This is good. Like Kyrie.
Mm,
That's really tasty. Okay,
this is,
I'm not mad. It's my first time having it. I have to let my
you
colleagues
know what?
know.
Riesling can sometimes be too sweet for me,
Yes, sometimes me too.
but this actually isn't as sweet as a lot
Good.
of the other Riesling. So I'm digging this. I've had like Girl Magic. It's just been a long time. So okay, okay.
Okay.
I know where to
Okay.
go. I know what to do.
Okay. That's what's up. Well,
Anyway,
y'all, this just we just gonna kind of shoot the ish. We got some things that
what's
we want to
going on?
talk about today. What's going on? Just some personal things that's going on, pop culture things that's going on. So,
Mhm.
what do you want me to start with? What's going on? What I've been up to, or you gonna start, sis?
I think we'll let you go, not because, I'm the oldest or anything, that I'm pulling this card that I'll just go first, but it's really because I think your story kind of ties into, some one of the things we're
Okay.
going to talk about.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Go
I said
ahead.
that to say, what did I do this weekend? I was kicking it with my family. What else is new? I
Yeah.
mean,
Had a good old
oh,
time.
we had a good old time. So Saturday, we went to see the women's roller derby with the whole family. When I say family, my siblings, my children, my grandchild, my husband, and my stepson. It was so many of us there. My brother, he had, a friend. Chardonnay 13%. Not my not your 18%. What was the reference?
The Hennessy of
Hennessy.
wine.
Not the 18% Hennessy of wine. Well, good for you, cousin. Good for you. Stay safe this week. But yeah, so we went roller derbying, and it's just interesting. We got there early this time. This is the first time we got there like mad early and had
Hmm.
actual seats. But we had a good old time, and we go so often to where we know the players, and we were so confused because we're like, wait a minute, this is not our team, but that player was on our team the last time.
Last
Why is she
time.
on the other team? And they
Yeah.
explained to us that they're both Atlanta teams, and they kind of, go on the different teams just, I guess, based on the need, based on the number of
Hmm.
people or whatever. But we were so confused for the longest because we were like, okay, well, who are we going for? We don't even know who the team
We
is.
don't know who's the whole team.
But it was fun. The last time we went, me and Lo came up with a brilliant idea, and I have no idea why we haven't implemented this just yet, but we will. So be on the lookout for
Yeah.
adult cheerleaders. Right?
Hmm.
You want to tell a little bit
Yes.
about that? Just
Oh
just bring them
yeah.
there.
Y'all know that viral video of that cheer squad. They were high schoolers or I don't know, maybe college, I don't know. But it was like, let me show you. You don't want no problems, you just act like you do. I was so inspired. I immediately hit up all of my loved ones, girl loved ones, and was like, "You guys, we're starting a 30 and over cheer squad, and we're just going to basically like what do they call it when you we're basically going to just crash random sporting events, local sporting events, and
Mm-hmm.
bust out a cheer on them. And
Let
what are they
me
going to do?
show you. You ain't got no problem. You just act like you do. Oh, come on now. This is
I
fun. I can't wait.
mean, that's just that we're definitely stealing cheers. So if you
Yeah,
got a
it's
cool,
okay.
catchy cheer, it's
You want
gonna
to
be
be
done
our
by us.
you want
Yeah.
to be our cheer writer for cheers. We welcome you too.
Yes, we're on the lookout. Any
Yeah.
contributions, even if you can tell us some other sporting events, local sporting events in Atlanta
Mhm.
that we
Mhm.
can
Mhm.
crash. Like
Mhm.
we should probably
Mhm.
do it before the summer is out.
Oh, we
I
got to.
we're gonna have to figure that out. I got to get my stretches in just in case things get a little. So just be on the lookout, y'all. We're getting into it for sure.
Yeah. So that was just a little insert. Let you know what we're going to be up to soon enough. But We didn't have our cheer ready. Although Lo is very, very, with the whole cheer that she's gonna perform that cheer every time. She was performing that cheer all by herself. All by
I
herself.
did. I did.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
loved it. So
Thank you.
we had a good time. Afterwards, of course, the kids went home and we went to the cigar lounge. What else is there? I mean, hey, let me just tell you, the streets of Atlanta was popping.
Yes, I forgot how packed and popping it was in Atlanta. I don't want to tell y'all exactly where we were at, but yeah, it was popping.
Listen, let me just say, I feel like I've been in the suburbs for a long time. And then when I get around my people, I'm like, when it's good vibes, like the whole night we were walking around. I was like, man, this is so fun. I forgot what this feels like. Like, look at us. We go to the corner store and
Yeah.
the lady, I don't want to call her,
The local J. Yeah,
the
she's
local
still local
J.
J. It's fine.
She holding the door for me.
It's
The
okay.
the other local J doing the ta-da as I walk through the door. You know, it's a good time, man.
It
It's a
really
good
is. It's always an
man.
argument with the cashier. Last week I went, somebody was arguing with the cashier because he wouldn't give him a bag.
Oh well, they got security, so they can't get too rowdy about it.
No, they don't get too rowdy about it, but it's just funny to
It's
see
hilarious.
like the little spats that occur. But yeah.
Hmm. It was a good time. So cigar lounge, and then Sunday we actually ended up cooking at mom's. I know it sounds like a cliche for Father's Day, right? But we had a good Father's Day.
Yeah.
However, I will say this. We typically do go out to eat for Mother's Day, but I just hate it because it's always like, oh, y'all, I want that same energy for Mother's Day for Father's Day that y'all gave for Mother's Day. But really, every time we ask our dad, he is like, no. And I think Lo had a conversation with him, and he was just like, what did he say when you asked him like, hey, it's just gonna be easier for us to like go out to eat or whatever?
Yeah, like we always are down for going out to eat because
My
it is
bad,
easier. No, you're good. You're back with us. That's all that
and I'm back.
matters.
Oops.
Because it is easier. Nobody has to clean, nobody has to cook.
We don't
It's
have to
just
come up with the
order
menu.
nothing. We just go eat and leave. But the old man literally for his birthday, for any celebration of his, for Father's Day, he always just wants us to come to somebody's house, one of our homes,
Hmm.
cook, grill, and just be together. And I was like, "Oh man, you always saying that all the reservations are out, so we want to take you out for dinner." He like, "Nah, man, just being around my family, my kids. That's my joy right there. That's all I need." I
I
was
love
like,
him.
"Okay, well, you can't say no to that. You
You
can't say
can't.
no to that."
You can't. But I do try to take into account that my husband is a father too.
Yeah,
And so, sometimes I'm like, okay, well, at least we're gonna be together on Saturday. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not
And
gonna see
we
you
were
guys on
even no,
Sunday.
we were even trying to like tell you like sis just come out on
Right.
Saturday,
But my
spend
husband is very supportive,
family
like
oriented too.
literally, he's family
Yeah,
oriented. And I was like,
yeah,
hey, we woke up and I was like, we really don't have to go because we had already been on that side of town
yeah.
Saturday and we didn't get home until late. And
And
I
y'all
was
live
just
far.
we live far and I was like, we really don't have to go. He's like, no, your dad is wanting to go. We gotta go. And I was like, okay, so that's
Yeah,
a definite that we're going, but it was fun
yeah.
and my grandbaby, he had a great time. I told you guys
Oh
he's
gosh.
extra loud. Like
Woo!
he's
All the
the
pictures
loud
we got of him are like,
screaming. I mean, he was on the floor pointing at
yeah.
everybody. He was going down the
He
circle
is
like
so
he
funny.
knows he's funny too. He's a character. So he had him a good
I
old
love
time. He
that
was able to just
baby.
scream and let all that energy out. So we had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. It was good. It was really good. What
Yeah,
about
that's
you?
good.
Tell. I know I told basically the story of both of our
Yeah, that was
weekends.
that was what I did. But I also, Monday was Juneteenth. So
Whoop,
happy
whoop.
belated Juneteenth, everybody. Shout out
Yes.
to, Galveston, Texas, where they came a little late. It wasn't no social media back then, so they didn't know until a little bit later. We's free now.
You
Okay.
just had to cut them out. You just had to turn. Okay.
So I'm just saying, shout out to all the
Shout
Black
them out. That's right.
Americans,
Mm-hmm.
specifically. It's a special
It's a
thing for
special
us
day
to
to commemorate.
commemorate.
Yeah,
But shout out to
absolutely.
everybody who's an ally, everybody who's an ally with the Black American community, all my Black folks. It was a good time. So one of my good best friends, her birthday is actually on the 20th of June, and
Yes.
she does a yoga practice as a part of her self care and investing in herself on Mondays. So so that just happened to fall on Juneteenth. So she invited you, me,
Mm-hmm.
all of our close friends to do the meditation or the yoga practice. I ended up having to work late, and the yoga plans changed. So she just said that they were going to go out to eat afterwards and asked me if I still wanted to do yoga and going out. I was just like, well, no, it's limited space now, so I'll just meet you guys afterwards for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I had did I hadn't been running since our marathon. Like shortly after our marathon, I ran a couple more times. Not a marathon, I keep saying that, our 5K.
Whew, I was about to say, child, you
Right.
sound you a lot
No,
better
it
than
felt
me,
like a
baby.
marathon, baby. But it wasn't. Just a little bit over 3 miles. So I hadn't ran really since then. I think I ran maybe 2 or 3 times since then. And brother B and I, we went on a run. I was exhausted after that
Mm.
run, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get down to this bar to have drinks with my sis.
Oh,
So I pulled myself together because she always shows up for.
she shows that girl. She has a gazillion friends, people,
Oh yeah,
and all of them love her like to the max.
she has everybody's her best friend. I'm sure. I'm saying she's one of my best
Everybody.
friends, but I know
And
she
she's
has like
also my best
50.
friend. We actually call each other best friend. That's how we refer to each other.
And so anyway, I ended up making it down there. We went to actually I'd never really hang out in East Atlanta Village, but
Hmm.
it's a place called Blue Cantina down there. I met them. They were all on the patio. Literally, mostly everybody was leaving. Her sister, who I went to college with, I met her sister first, and we're really like best friends too. She left maybe like 10, 15 minutes after I got there, and I was like, "Hey, sis, are y'all doing anything after? Like, I know that I came late. If y'all doing something after, my curfew was 11:30, and it was just like 9:45, 10. I was like, okay,
Okay, we had a little time to play with. Okay.
I got a little time, and she was like, yeah, we're probably gonna go walk around and see what we can get into. So we're walking, not even a block down. I don't even know. I can't remember what the road is called, but not even a block down. There's this patio of a whole bunch of people. Looks like a very diverse crowd with that house music. They're just we're like, what's going on there? Me, myself,
Mhm.
personally, I was like, it's Juneteenth. The whites are over there. No, I'm not for it. Where are the black folks? Now, that's who I want to go
That's where
celebrate
I
with.
wanna be.
But I'm like, it's not my birthday. So then I caught myself like, oh,
It's
let me
not
shut
about
up.
me. It's not about
Let me
me.
shut up. Whatever y'all want to do, whatever she want to do, and also I'm like the oldest person. She's not much. I feel like she's much younger than me, but she's only like 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So we're going around. We can't figure out how to get into the spot. It's randomly people were like, oh yeah, just go around to the other side and you'll kind of run into it. Random secret trap door. I couldn't. There's no way I would have guessed. One of her other
Is this
friends
a
that was
place
there.
all the time, or just was that on
It is.
Juneteenth?
It is. No, it is a place all the time because when we went in, I could tell like it's some sort of a
Oh, it's like
Asian
an
inspired
establishment. Oh,
restaurant. Yeah, they
okay.
had like chopsticks and stuff, but the kitchen wasn't open. It was just the bar and the patio with the party and the DJ. So
Hold
her
these
friend
guys.
was like, I think it's through this door. I'm like, this door?
I don't think we
Okay.
should go through
I
that
mean,
door.
y'all 3 years younger than me. Y'all got y'all ears to the street. Y'all really know what's going on. So I'm gonna just follow your lead. Go through the door, lo and
Out of
behold,
control.
behold and lo,
Behold
it
and
is
lo.
the door. It's the door. It is the door, y'all. So we, as soon as we go in, I'm like, oh, this place is a vibe. So
Okay.
there's some eclectic folks at the door taking our money. Girl, I don't know if she was just hella chill as her normal state, or if she was like drunk or high, but
What
she was
what
so
what
monotone,
what was she? What was her
ethnically
national?
ambiguous.
Okay.
I don't know. She was ethnically ambiguous.
Okay.
There was a taller black guy who had like, he just looked cool, had like a super cool fit on, like just looked like a vibe. She too, she was very tall, um, thicker than a snicker, but just super chill and cool. And we were all talking like, do we want to go in? Do we not want to go in? Do we want to go in? They were like, okay, now what's the cover? Because we didn't think it was gonna be a cover. We thought it was just like go in. She was like, this she's so monotone. She's like, oh, okay, it's $15 for black people and 25 for non-blacks. I said, what? Now
Sign
what
me
about?
up.
Oh, now that's how you Juneteenth. We should have been free, but I'll settle for the discount slash overtaxing of non-blacks. Girl, that took me slap out. We were like, yeah, we in. And as soon as she was like putting the risk on, she was like, you made a really good choice. It's a vibe. You're gonna have a good time. I
What?
was like, girl,
What was
yes.
she on? Okay.
Maybe this is how the young kids do these days. I don't know. But as soon as we got there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to the bar. Go to the bar shockingly, because I feel like people don't holler at you in person these days. But it was these nice young gentlemen that, and I told y'all I don't know when I'm being hollered at. So at first, I'm like, oh, he's in town from out of town. We just talking. Then he was like, no, 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 I live here. I'm just saying I'm from somewhere else and I've been here for a little bit. I'm like, oh, cool. We literally talking about everything while I'm waiting for my drinks. And I was like, all right, well, y'all enjoy yourself. He was like, but no, no, can I take you out sometime? I was like, oh, who knew? Who knew this is where this was going? I'm literally like, we just shooting the shit.
It is
Excuse
too
me,
close.
y'all. We just shooting the thing. Girl, that was the craziest thing. I was like, well, I guess
It's
I'll give you
too
my number. I mean, I'm
early.
caught off guard. I don't even have time to think. I couldn't even think fast because I was like, all right, I just handed them my phone. So that was funny. But they were nice. They took pictures of the group. We go out, Nisa. It is like a movie, or like
I
it's like
I
that. You
believe
remember
it.
that Jadena video, Sufi woman?
Oh my
Girl,
God, you know that's one of my.
it's like that video where everybody's just
No way.
it was so it was so
Hi.
fun. It was so fun. It was so fun, girl.
Mm.
I'm not a lush, but I will drink and have a good time, girl. I got, let me tell you, because it was a group of us. So I got 4 shots and 2 mixed drinks for the group. I was
Uh-huh.
like, all right, first round on me. Under $40 for 4 shots
I don't even know where you can.
and two
It must
mixed
have been
drinks.
another Juneteenth discount because you can't.
Maybe
Because one drink,
I
you might
can't
get one
come.
and a half drinks for that amount
Yeah,
in Atlanta.
girl, I
Wow.
had such a good time.
Look at
I
our ancestors. Look at
mean,
our ancestors looking out for you. Come on,
it was a
ancestors.
good old time. It was a good old time. So shout out to
Clearly,
Juneteenth, man.
Juneteenth.
Do y'all companies give y'all off? My company, they talked about it, but then it just never became a thing.
Really?
Yeah, they put out a whole memo, but
It's
we don't have it all.
no. No, and it's actually funny because there are a few vendors that I work with at my job, and I would get an email like the Friday before, and it'd be like, "Oh, this is just a reminder that we're closed in observation of the holiday on Monday," and I was like, "Okay, you know what? I like y'all a little bit more, a
A
little
little
bit
bit,
more."
a little bit.
But no, there was a post that said, y'all off on the holiday or y'all job still a little racist. That had me cackling.
Ain't that crazy?
But
Are
I
there
mean,
how what other federal holidays? Like, are there any other federal holidays that like places aren't closed? I'm just trying to
MLK
think. Just the 2 black ones.
just
My God.
We got to do better, America. We
Saints
got
and
to do
ain'ts.
better. I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
seriously, I will say I was impressed by one of the companies that I worked for, which was actually a really big company. They were closed for MLK Day, but the company that I work with
Oh.
now isn't. And I mean, I guess I don't think I get it, but it's one of those things where it's not been a part of the work environments that I've been a part of for so long. It's like not expected,
Yeah.
which maybe I should do better about that. But who am I? I can't stand up to a company and be like, you need to close for MLK Day. However, I have one staff member who faithfully takes off MLK Day. She's like, oh, y'all ain't gonna close? Poof.
I'm off.
She take off
I love that.
faithfully every single MLK Day. And I was like, you know what?
I love that.
I need to do the same. I'm gonna
Keep
start
that
taking off for
energy.
Juneteenth.
I
That's
think
what I'm
so
gonna do.
too.
That's
Because
what
I
I'm gonna
was
do.
like, man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I really am. I was thinking about that too.
But I mean, honestly, just like the 4th of July is I mean, everybody closed for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Everybody. But
Yeah.
I just wonder if we will see in our lifetime where companies across the board, across America, are really honoring, Juneteenth. I think about Solange, Beyonce's sister, and she talked about how her family celebrated Juneteenth early on, like it was a full fledged 4th of July kickback. Almost like, did
Wow.
you ever see what's his name? Keon Burris, the guy that
Kenya
did
Barris.
Kenya Barris. His show on, was it Netflix?
Blackfish? Oh, Black
No,
AF.
Black AF. And they did this big whole ordeal, and they were the same way. Like every year, they were doing like it huge for Juneteenth, and they
Oh
did this big
wow.
whole ordeal. And they had some white people come, and they were having to educate the white people. I
Oh, okay. I
mean,
feel like I
I feel
think I
like
may
we
have
need to start a
watched it.
trend. We gonna have to start celebrating Juneteenth like we celebrate 4th of July. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know. We really
Really,
do.
like barbecue at my place on Sunday, the day before, and
I
we got all the
know.
Juneteenth. You know,
You had Juneteenth decorations
I
this year.
did.
Yeah.
I sure did. I still got my banner. I'm gonna keep it. So maybe we'll do that next
Oh.
year. We'll do that next year.
Hey sis,
Hey
welcome. We
sis,
missed you.
welcome. What's in
What
your cup, sis?
what's
Sparkling
in your
water.
cup, sis? Sparkling water. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, boo.
What's next, sis? Though we got
Oh no, so yeah. um oh, guess what this month is?
what?
Black Music Month.
Oh
Did
wait,
y'all know that?
no. Before we do that, back on Juneteenth, y'all, Nisa sent me this clip.
Yes, I forgot.
Tell us about it, sis. I want
Oh
to
my
play it while
God.
I'm looking at it.
Gail King. Did y'all see that? Okay, just play it. Gail King had some things to
Okay.
say about her job on Juneteenth. She was pissed. No, I'm just
All
kidding. She wasn't pissed.
right. Here
Let's see
we
it.
here we go, y'all.
Lost on anybody that the only white guy at the table is off today to celebrate Juneteenth, and we're still here. glad to be here.
We are glad you're here.
I hope Tony's enjoying his Juneteenth holiday.
Oh boy.
They didn't even know what to say. They were like, you gonna get us fired, Gail. We ain't got nothing to say. You
That
gonna
is
get us.
so
She was like the only white guy. Was serious, wasn't she? I hope he's enjoying his Juneteenth
ah
day off.
that is so funny. Yeah, you know
I
what?
was, when
Y'all
they get a certain age, they say cheers to that. When they get
cheers
a
to
certain age,
Gail.
they don't care what they say and who gonna check me. Who gonna check her?
Gail, come on the podcast. We want to talk to you, Auntie. We got to
We
get
got a
that
lot
Gail.
to
We got to
say.
get that Gail King energy because first and foremost, I knew Gail was my real auntie when she. You know what? Never mind. It's never mind. Let's just move along. Since I can't. I was like, We live for real. Now I put my foot in my mouth a lot, but now low, stop. Thus saith the Lord. Thank you, Holy Ghost, because it was about to go. It was about to go too far. It was. It was, and I can admit that. I'm woman enough to admit that it was about to. I was about to take it too far. So don't listen to me. And I'm for real about that. And I'm for real about that. Don't be listening to what I'm talking about, because
you had me laughing this entire. I got a whole piece of tissue out.
Sorry. Sorry. I hope.
Oh God.
Never mind.
And our cousin Niecy, never mind.
Never mind. Leave that alone. Okay. Now, sorry, since you said that it is. I'm sorry, sis. Now, come on, sis. Now, look. Now, we got to tell the folks what else is going on. Now, you said that it's Black Music Month. You hot?
Burning.
I'm about to turn my fan on it. Help.
You know what? You're.
I got to go. I got to get on. Oh, put your hands up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all, this is how she is all the time, every day, y'all. This is it's real life. It's real life.
Alternative news.
Okay, so this month is Black Music Month, y'all. Did you know that?
I didn't until what the thing was. I did not know.
That is amazing. And I know, if y'all don't know by now, me and my sister, of course, she's a phenomenal songstress. You know, she just has a beautiful, like area. See, you picking up what I'm putting down. And but my whole family, we're all into music. We're all very musical. Even my children. Even my grandbaby, we all very musical. Everybody in my family is just a gift. But the Tiny Desk, are you familiar? You guys out there, are you guys familiar with Tiny Desk that airs? I usually see it on YouTube. I'm not sure if they're on any other platforms.
I don't know.
Is that their name on YouTube?
Yeah, it's NPR. I don't know what NPR stands for, but it's
I thought it was something
NPR
else.
is like the political, like news correspondent,
right?
Political.
Okay.
But they have NPR as a Tiny Desk, which I want to know the history behind it. Not to get off track,
absolutely.
but it's so interesting because they have
that was genius.
They have so many political podcasts, and it's all politics, and then boom, NPR's Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk.
That's like
amazing. Yeah,
massive.
And I want to know. I should have done some homework. I want to know how long they've actually even been doing Tiny Desk, because I don't remember it being. I think honestly, I will tell you which this is my favorite, and we can talk about our favorite Tiny Desk. But the very first Tiny Desk I saw was Yeba. And that was the very first Tiny Desk I saw.
Really?
That was the very first Tiny Desk I saw.
That was during the pandemic. Okay, so okay.
And did you see any before that?
Yeah, I
really
did. I don't know why, but I randomly did follow Tiny Desk. I feel like it may have gotten more urban over the years, but they've had a lot of like.
They have different genres, like.
A lot of different genres, but yeah, I definitely have. I followed Tiny Desk before the pandemic. I don't know the first one that I saw, but my favorite one, well, I guess to Black Music Month, they've been having some incredible artists for Black music,
highlighting black artists. Yeah,
they've had Charlie Wilson. The ones that I can only remember three. Charlie Wilson, which was a good old time. I actually saw him live when he was on tour.
Me too, baby.
Who was he on tour?
Jodeci.
It was Jodeci and somebody else. I can't remember who else, but it was so. I think Joe was Joe on that same ticket.
I didn't go to the one here in Atlanta. I went to the one in Alabama. We went to Alabama to
Okay.
see him.
Okay. I can't remember who all was on that same ticket, but that whole show was good. Charlie Wilson. Uh
He
um
take
uh,
you to church, don't he?
Now Uncle
We'll
Charlie,
get into
he
that. We'll get
yeah.
into it. We'll get
It
into
was
it.
a great one.
Charlie.
Babyface.
Whew, throw
What
my
are we
hands up
talking about?
like my grandbaby. Woo, 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 woo.
I think Babyface is probably my favorite one now. It was so good. I mean, what were we talking about? He had Tank, Avery Wilson, and Shantae Moore on background vocals, and they were also um he let them or not he maybe they made the show to where they led certain songs, and it was just the musicians. I mean, it was just flawless. His voice still sounds like butter, velvet, and silk.
We'll go back to that because I got beef with one of my favorite artists. Keep going. We'll keep going. Just put a pin
Okay,
in
so
that.
so then the next artist has been Tank, and I love Tank. I've been a long time fan of Tank since maybe I deserve, and maybe even before then because he did background vocals for Aaliyah,
Aaliyah.
Genuine.
Yes, we was always I got a look. I was in the VIP section with Tank at one
Excuse
time.
me.
I got a little picture with him.
Oh, I did too, actually, back in my heyday. I
Remember,
do. That was the same place.
we were all together, baby.
Yes, I do remember that. Tank.
Yeah,
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 big fan of Tank. He's a great songwriter, producer, and
phenomenal,
vocalist. And did you
phenomenal.
know apparently he's like going deaf in like one ear, and I
I've
think
heard
he's
that
gonna, yeah, I'm like, wow. But the fact that he's still like
doing what
doing
he
music,
loves.
and
Yeah,
he just, you could tell on that baby face Tiny Desk, he like he was having him
he
a good old.
was, girl. He was just like, "I'm here, baby. Baby, I done made it."
Yeah.
And Tank, ooh, girl, it was amazing. So
Yeah.
listen, okay, Charlie. We both saw Charlie. Have we seen all of these? The only artist I don't think I've ever seen Babyface live, but I've
I
definitely
saw
seen.
him. I saw
Did
him at
we see him at one of those? I
it was an
said I don't
outdoor.
think
I
because okay, so I
It
have
was
seen
an,
him.
I think it might have,
I think we
was
have.
it
That
Maple
was
House or
Chastain. I
Chastain?
want to
Was
say it
it
was with
Chastain?
Chastain.
Okay. He does amphitheaters. Yes. Oh my God, I had the
We
most.
did
I
go.
didn't.
I was
I
like,
think
I
it
don't think
was
I've
us
seen him, but we did all see him together. I remember that because it was
because
multiple artists, and
yes,
he was
and
one
we
of
were
them.
so surprised at how
Mm-hmm.
many hits, baby. That was
Yep.
my first time being like,
Because Jay was
what?
there. Jay and T was there. The one you went to her birthday this week. I'm pretty sure they were with
Oh,
us.
I'm sure too. I'm sure. But you know what?
Yeah.
I actually think it might have been at Lakewood.
It could have been
I
Lakewood.
think it might have been Lakewood.
Yeah, it could have been Lakewood.
Yeah.
It could have been. It could have been Lakewood. That's
Oh,
actually that sounds better. That
I
sounds
think
right.
that might have been where it was. But anyway, it don't
Yeah.
matter. We saw. We
We
know
saw them.
that.
So basically, I said all that to say we've seen all of these artists live, right? Charlie on that tiny desk, he did the same little. He will make sure he put a little
Yeah.
insert when he dun 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 dun. You got to shout for a minute. He gonna give the glory to
My,
the Lord Jesus.
he's,
Hey, Shabbat. Come on, somebody.
oh my God.
I mean, and honest to God, y'all don't listen to me and don't be dragging me about this. But I didn't think I was a Charlie Wilson fan.
No, I feel you. Same.
I was just always like, oh, okay, well, I know his songs, but we saw him live because my husband actually took me on a trip. I think it was Alabama or it might have been North Carolina, one of them. But he took me on a weekend getaway one year, and that was the concert. It was him and Jodeci. And when I say I was in there like, yes, Charlie, Uncle Charlie. I've been a fan ever since.
That's the power of a live show. This is why I love live music. This is why I love concerts. This is why I love music festivals, because
Yes,
it
you get to
introduces
experience. Yes,
and it introduces you to them on another level. Like honestly,
yes,
it's good and bad. It can be good and bad. So
it
you
can
might
be.
be a fan of someone just based on hearing their music on the stereo, and then when you go see them live, it's like, underwhelming. I've definitely been to
Mm.
several concerts where I've been underwhelmed by the
Tell me
live
one.
performance. Oh, I don't want to.
I'll say I can. I'll just say one that I don't feel like I can go see because I know she probably wouldn't put on a show. It's SZA.
Who?
SZA. I think I already have I love her music and I think that she's musically talented. You know, don't listen to me, but just her behavior. I try not to look at things that reflect on the actual type of person that she possibly is because I don't want it to tarnish the love that I have for her music, but also because she's not a performer. And there are a lot of people that aren't performers. Like, you know, I'll go see India Arie in a heartbeat and she could just sit there on a
That's all I need.
stool.
But that's the
It's the
thing.
difference.
So okay, SZA. I was at Baychella, when SZA had that. It went kind of viral when SZA had that bad like weekend and
Oh no, I don't remember that. You know,
I
I do
don't. Yeah,
remember.
I remember because it was week. I went on weekend two, and weekend one it came out that her performance was bad, and I was like, dang, SZA, not SZA. This was her first, like the album that
Her
I got
very first
introduced. It
album.
wasn't her very
Yeah.
first. It was the album that I got introduced to her.
Was it
Control
Girls
with
Need Love?
no.
That was the
You
one
talking
after
about?
that.
You're talking about Summer Walker. I thought you
I
were
mean,
talking
I'm
about Summer
sorry.
Walker.
I
I
said
thought you
SZA.
were talking about Summer Walker.
Dang it, don't listen
I thought
to me.
you were talking about Summer Walker this whole time.
Let me
Yeah, no,
apologize. Let me apologize. Let me apologize because I
okay,
love SZA. Okay, and she is
yeah.
thickalicious right now.
Oh, yes.
Girl, I mean
Okay.
that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Oh,
Oh,
see,
see, look at
the
God.
Lord didn't
He
like
says,
that.
"Stop that. You're married." And hush. Okay. But I
They
knew
ain't
you
got
were
nothing to do
talking
with
about
nothing.
Summer.
You're
I knew you
right.
were
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
Summer
Summer
Walker.
Walker,
I
not
knew you were.
SZA.
No,
You know
SZA.
why?
And that's what I was gonna say because SZA is a performer. She dances. And weekend two, when I went to see her, I was like, I don't know what they was talking about. Weekend one, I love me some SZA. She did that. She
I
ate
love
down.
SZA. I'm sorry. That was Summer Walker that I was talking about.
And
Control is SZA. I'm like, wait a minute. Control. That don't sound
girls
like
need
Summer
love.
Walker.
I concur with you. As soon as I concur completely, I don't think that I would ever go see Summer Walker.
I
I
can't see
don't.
her because I just need to like her music and that's it. I need to
Yeah.
disconnect. I need to disconnect from the artist and who she is, and definitely she's not. She's her. I feel like her music doesn't match her performance, so I'm not gonna go see it because I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay,
I will say, I think there's a specific type of show that Summer Walker could have, and it could be very powerful and good.
soulful and yeah,
Yeah, she came out. I saw Erica Badu. Erica Badu bought her out, and it was like all the lights were out, just a spotlight on her. She was sitting on a
mm.
stool playing guitar, and I was
See,
like,
that's all I need. That's all I would need from her.
Summer Walker did that. But I was like, she's such a big artist that I don't know if she would be able to do a stripped down. If she would feel like she can do a
Yeah,
stripped down show. But I personally would love to
that
see her
absolutely.
on like on some like Lauryn Hill unplugged type vibes. Like I would
That's
love
yeah.
to see Summer Walker do something like that because her voice is just
It's out of this world. It's out of this
incredible,
world.
and
And
she's
she's a
a
great,
phenomenal writer.
great, great songwriter.
Yeah,
Great songwriter.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
but
anyway,
no, I said all
what were
that
we
to say
talking
that
about,
I
y'all?
did not know Uncle Charlie
Oh, right. I'm glad you
before.
kept us on track. I didn't know what we was talking about, y'all.
Y'all see that extra cut right there?
Mm,
I ain't even call you out. My bad. My bad. It's
I'm
sweet
going.
tea.
I'm going to see Spider Verse after this. It's a 10 o'clock show. I just need a little energy, y'all. It ain't nothing but a little Red Bull. It ain't nothing but a little Red Bull. I
Okay.
just
Don't listen to her.
because the wine gonna make me tired. So I said, you know what?
You need a pick me upper.
I need a little
Okay.
Red Bull.
So listen. The next tiny desk was Babyface. Let's talk about Babyface. Let me tell you how many times I watched it before I
Okay.
came to Bees, and we watched it probably 2 times there.
Yes.
Now, listen, let me tell y'all something.
Oh,
I'm a grandmama for real, child. I be y'all know did I tell y'all how I played?
yeah.
I told y'all how I played in my garden, right? Playing a little garden in the
It's
bed,
so cute, y'all. You gonna have
playing
to
a
help
little
me, sis. I
garden in the
want one.
bed.
I
And
want
while I was
one.
no lie, while I was planting the garden back there with my husband and my grandbaby, we got a TV outside, turned it on YouTube and played that Babyface, had it bumping loud. I wanted everybody to hear it. Yes, neighbors, you
Lisa,
hear
I
it.
wish you lived closer. I
I
love
was,
y'all backyard
God
so
dang, what
much.
wrong? Hold on, let me prop something up. Give
Uh-oh,
me
I
a
see your
minute.
notes. What that say? Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
All
thought it
right, I
was some
think I'm good.
secrets.
No,
I
don't
was
listen
like,
to her,
what's the
y'all.
secrets, y'all?
Y'all, I didn't even ask my husband what he wanted. This is what we listening to. I've been jamming to that daggone baby, cause every time
Oh,
I close my eyes, I think of
you got
you.
your mic. She's activated.
The season is I still. Ooh, that was a
Oh,
time. That was a time.
listen. Okay, okay. Look, this the living room, y'all. I have one TV in my house. That's the one. That's the singular TV. Anytime I get to vibing and on my straight auntie vibes, I'm going to Babyface Tiny Desk. Secondly, I'm karaoke. I'm gonna go to karaoke the songs of
Same
Babyface. Now,
song.
okay, now Alexa, play karaoke Babyface and I'm gonna get my mic and I'm gonna
So
just
hear
be
you.
I'm gonna call my best friend Haley, like, pull up. Girl, when I was flipping my living room, I had no furniture. I don't even know what chair. It was a one chair. Me and Haley was up in here doing karaoke, 90s old school karaoke for at least 3 hours drinking. Just us two, no furniture in here. And I
Baby.
had the time of my life.
That's a good time,
So
baby. That's a good time, baby.
Babyface provides that to us. That Tiny Desk, Avery Wilson, you
When he
guys,
did that, can we talk? I said, now you just out here showing
you know,
the F out.
I think he came from either another planet, first theory. Second, from the deep depths of the sea that are undiscovered. Okay, shout out to our condolences. Shout out to y'all.
Oh!
That is so crazy. I'm not I know I'm not even trying to joke and laugh about that, but what the heck?
I didn't even put the correlation together.
Check this out. Okay, so you
That's
want
what
to
I was going. That's where I was going, sis. That's why I said put a plug in it.
go on and
No.
lay it on me, sis.
Y'all know. Yeah, let me tell you, I gotta get real
This is
Atlanta
crazy.
right now. I gotta get real Atlanta now. I gotta get
Hey,
real Atlanta now.
that's where we at.
Y'all, and when I start clapping my hands,
Ooh.
y'all know how I feel about Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Literally, Lauren called
Yeah.
me. You called me the weekend before last, and you was like, "What you doing?" I said, got my Anita Baker vinyl on, cleaning the house. Wake my kid. I'm that black mama that they be posting
You really are.
about.
But I'm this lives rent free in my mind as well. When we were getting prepared for Nadi's graduation party, I was trying to like play playlists on the big screen TV on YouTube. You like, no, put the vinyl on. Put Anita on the vinyl that's in the front room that has it's a good enough volume, but I'm like, Misa, why are you
Vinyl.
this black mom?
I'm that black mama. Listen, we chilling, we cooking right now. Wait, everybody get here, we can turn up.
Wow, that
Right
was
now,
so
we got to
funny.
listen to Anita on vinyl. Okay, I am that. I have been to Anita concert and just in awe. Like she's my favorite artist. I got an issue though.
Okay, give it
She
to
done
us.
kicked Babyface. You heard about how she kicked him off the tour?
I heard the word on the curb. I did hear that word on the curb. Yeah.
My theory is, I mean,
Tell me what you got.
and don't listen to me. My theory is, I feel like at this time in both of their careers, the younger generation and the older generation can relate to Babyface and they love his music. And I
Oh,
think
that's a good
that
point.
she feels that he's a bigger star than her.
You think?
And I honestly I think that she feels that he outshines her on that
Wow.
tour because I
That
think he had
could
already
be.
done like a show or a couple of shows, and then she came out and said he was no longer going to be on the show because his following on social media gave her a hard time or were being mean to. How many people mean to me, Anita? Auntie. And you kick him off, and these people paid to come see him. And then she got to issue. Now she got to issue a refund. Talking about they gonna be refunded.
Ooh.
What? Yo, half of your now Anita is Anita Baker, and I know she got the folks that's gonna come because I went and it was a sold out show, baby. It was a sold out show.
Oh,
but she also had said that was her last time touring.
She did.
That was 5 years ago.
And she's back.
Years ago.
And that check was good. They cut a good check for Auntie.
And ain't nobody mad but the devil. I get it, Anita. Make that check. Okay?
Now, if I had came on to the scene with my ceiling missing in 1956, 1957, I don't know.
Why you
and had some good songs called Angel. Oh, until the croak of my last breath, I'm on
the
tour.
Wheels fall off. The wheels.
Oh,
all of them.
I'm gonna be
all of them. I'll be on
Betty White with it. I'm gonna be 99 Betty White with it, like
99 point
and a half.
99.
You already know.
Okay, listen.
Now the liquor done kicked in. We cutting up too early. It's my God, it's not too early. We have been talking for a while. Okay, it feels like 15 minutes. Okay, my bad.
You started early, sis. You really got us going early, and I was cackling and just out of control. Either way,
no.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, were you finished though with
yes?
I really think I'm confused as to how they on tour with each other. Like they're both headliners. So I'm like, what? I don't know any research. Like I ain't got no ticket, y'all. I really don't even know what this tour is.
He was opening for her.
I know he was. Yeah, I know he was opening for her. And then wasn't it something like there was some like a sound ordinance, like at Wolf Creek. I remember this has happened when at outdoor stadiums.
Remember we went to see Music.
Was it Music Soul Child?
Yes.
And there's a noise ordinance because this is in a neighborhood. Like after it was like 10 or 10:30, 11, they just cut the sound off, and they will. It don't matter if you in the middle of your set.
The lights. They don't care.
It's like the government. We're what the heck are you talking about? So
what are you talking about?
I think that was what it was. It was like they didn't get to do a sound check with like Anita Baker. She didn't get to do like because like as an example, I think the finals were happening or the playoffs were happening when Janet Jackson was supposed to be in Atlanta. And they pushed her day to a whole nother day.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, if she would have had another concert planned on that day, she would have been screwed. Like either all of the fans in Atlanta would have been screwed or all of the fans in whatever other city she was supposed to be in. So I think it was something along those lines. Like there was something else going on that didn't allow them to load in on time for the Anita Baker and Babyface show. So it pushed everything back, cut the whole show set time. And because Anita Baker is a headliner and Babyface is the opener, it was like, well, Anita's team was like, well, she didn't want to cut her set. She didn't want to cut her set, I think was a thing. So instead, I think some teams will be like, okay, everybody will cut their set a little bit. But if it's your thing and you the headliner,
you can do
I guess you don't really have to.
Yeah.
I think most people would have expected that because
especially because tickets were already sold. That's my
and it's thing. Not like Babyface is me opening for Anita Baker or just some up and coming artist.
Person.
Babyface is part of the ticket sales. He's part of the draw.
If it was a SZA or a Summer Walker, it's still. I probably would have understood it a little more. Like,
but Babyface. I mean, at the end of the day, that's your prerogative. Show. So do what you want to do. Shout out to Mr. Brown, okay? But it was just like what, and then I think that's what
Yeah.
caused the backlash. All the fans were like, "You cut his set, like what the f?" And now that social media is a thing, people getting the tea
Somebody
from
take
back
Auntie
then.
phone. Take her phone. Why is she on social media? For what
I said
reason?
that. Now
Oh,
where the
you
grandkids?
did. Oh,
I said now where are the Baker grandbabies? Because enough is enough.
turn it off. Turn off your comments. Say
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So real quick, we talked about. Do we have anything else for
it.
Babyface this Tiny Desk
Mm-mm,
other than it's our favorite and it was phenomenal?
mm-mm.
Did you see Tanks? Have you seen his yet?
Luke
Luke
J.
James. Luke James.
So, ooh, 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 ooh.
Come on, Shanae.
Oh, I said, I didn't know he had it in him like that, baby. I
He
ain't
did
follow him
that.
enough.
Oh, yes. He sings down.
And guess what? I tell you, I literally I was in New Orleans maybe 2 years ago.
You did
Me
not
and
meet this
Buddy.
man.
Literally, I'm walking this way on Bourbon Street. He walking this way. And I literally said, "Hey, Luke." And he turned around and just smiled. And I was like,
Oh, what you make it okay? So I've been around Nisa while she's met famous people. Nisa does not care. She was talking about that confidence last week. Okay. Don't listen to me.
this was
I
just last
remember
week. Okay, go.
you got that confidence. I remember I was on a photo shoot one time with somebody that knows the whole family. They was like, "I need you to give me that Nisa confidence." I said, "What? Oh, I can do that." This was when I was like 19, 20. They said, "I need you to give me that Nisa confidence." I said, "I'm
Okay.
activated. I got to channel the spirit, and I know the spirit because sisters." Girl, I turned it on and I said, "Boom." But really though, Nisa has met multiple celebrities, and she doesn't. I feel like
We're from
I'm
Atlanta.
awkward
Didn't you
in
see?
regular life,
No,
but
I am too. But then you see, it was literally, we're gonna post that the next time because it was literally a girl that did a video, and it was a one girl saying how much she hated Atlanta and blah 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 blah. And then
well,
another
go
girl,
get
uh,
lost.
uh, uh, if you don't like where I stay, fly away,
Is that
fly
a
away.
song?
Yeah. Oh my lord,
I
you're
thought
too
you just
young.
freestyled
You're
that.
too young.
Oh, I was about to give you credit. Oh,
I'm from
she
the
the new one
dirty,
margarita.
filthy, nasty, dirty South. I'm
Who's
Atlanta.
that?
That's Goody My baby. That's Goody My
Oh,
baby. That's Goody
okay,
My baby.
okay.
You
No,
wouldn't
I
you
love Goody
wouldn't y'all
Mob.
know.
I do.
But
Okay,
but but
okay,
that
okay,
that
okay. Love that.
specific album you was probably
But a
six,
little
seven,
bit, a
seven.
little bit.
Yes, you know
Cause no.
she from Atlanta. She
Oh
know.
no! Oh, you
Oh, if you
what?
don't like where I stay, fly away, baby. Come on. But no, so there was a response, and the girl was like, "You know why you don't like Atlanta? Because you come out here and you think that you supposed to be, oh, you so infatuated with the glitz and the glams and the stars." She was like, "Girl, when you from Atlanta, you are a star." Like
Ooh,
she was like,
I'm
"Oh,"
Beyonce.
she was
Like
like,
we're all Beyonce.
she was like, "You know why? Because we all live a lifestyle of the rich and famous. Like we're all stars. Like it doesn't phase us when we walk in the club and we in the section next to a famous person. Why? Because we pop
Yeah,
in bottles too. I
it
mean, at the
is
end of the
true though.
day,
That
it
is true too.
is.
That is true too.
We see so many stars here in Atlanta,
Yeah.
but I will say, not to say that I don't. I feel like I have gotten starstruck, but even last year when we went to New York and we walked past
Y'all, that's what I mean. I
Yara.
I I don't really be tripping like trying to get a picture, but I'll be like, "Oh my god, that's such and such," and I just won't talk to him.
I'ma stop.
You will actually say something like, "Oh," like you saying, "Oh, that's Luke," like
Hey,
Luke, like you know him personally.
hey, Yara.
You was
How
like,
you
"Hi,
doing?
Yara, you're so pretty." Like you, I'm like, I
Yeah,
love that. I
come
love
on,
even.
somebody.
I remember one time, I don't know if y'all know Funky Dineva, who's a radio like personality. He was at a daiquiri bar that we were at, and me and Haley were like, "Oh my god, that's Funky Dineva." we sent Nisa like, Nisa, you think you can get us a
They
picture with him?
did.
And she
They
sure did.
did.
Nisa was like,
Come on, somebody.
hey,
Come on,
hey,
somebody.
we love you. And she had no clue who this man was.
I
But
had
she's like,
not a clue.
and we got that
Nada.
picture. So I say all that to say, if y'all want to go down to Hollywood or New York, invite Nisa because she gonna get you a picture with the stars.
We've been
You
there
know what I'm
too, and we
saying?
got a picture with the stars. Remember?
That is yes. I can't Junior from
Blackish.
Blackish. He was so
Yes.
sweet, but
So
he was just as
sweet.
sweet, and that was
Just
like
the
the first
sweetest
or second
pie.
season. He
He
was
was
just
new.
adorable.
But either
Yeah.
way. Okay. So
Okay.
I saw Luke
I'm out.
in Miami. I mean,
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans. And I was just like, okay, but I only, honest to God, you know, I'm a grandmama. I'll never say I'm just a mama because I'm a grandmama. Okay. I only know him from The Shy. My baby Nadi put me on to his music and
His
told me
mute.
he was a singer, but I don't know any of his music personally. I knew he could
Wow.
sing, and I know that she told me about him, but I only relate to him from The Shy. And so when he was on that stage with Tank cutting the F up,
Really?
I was like, now come, Luke, I just met you
That
down at
oh
the New
wow.
Orleans. If I would have known that, I would have got a little picture with you. I would
That
have
must have been
said,
such a
hey.
pleasant surprise to see him cutting up down to the tiny desk, and you didn't even know what he was
I had
capable of.
not a clue. Not a clue.
Yeah. Whew, he can sing. He can sing. He can sing. He can sing. I thought he did a really great job. And who was the other? I think the other vocalist, the woman, I think she might have been on some reality show. Was it Brooke Valentine? Y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't
I
really
think that
watch a
was her
lot of.
name. That was her name.
Okay. I thought she sounded so
She did.
beautiful. She
It
did
was
such a
great.
great job.
Yeah.
And the other background vocalist, I'm all into BGVs, y'all. I love it. The other background
Come on,
vocalist,
somebody. Y'all know what that means. Black background
background
vocalist.
vocalist, the other background vocalist, Tank had shouted him out saying he
He was
co-wrote a song with, and he was just great. He
he
sounds. I love.
was.
You know what? I love a writer. That's why I love Tank, Babyface. I love a writer producer who can
Yes.
also sing
Sing.
because
It ain't
I don't
nothing
know.
like it.
It's
ain't
something.
nothing like
Even
it.
if it's not the best on the vocals or the most incredible, like you ain't got to be Robert Glasper with the
Right.
licks. You ain't got to be
Ooh,
who.
Robert.
Okay, so okay, we're gonna talk about it. Then let's talk about it. No,
Mm.
but I really love that. I think
I'll tell y'all what
Tank.
song y'all need to listen to. Keep going. I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, put us on. Tank and Babyface, they just were. It was just so great to see their whole catalog. Babyface, who had, I guess he was kind of with the New Jack Swing era. That was more Teddy Riley's genre, but Babyface was producing and writing and singing during that same time period.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see Tank, who kind of caught it on the 90s wave where he was producing and then he became his own artist. Oh my god, it was just so good. So I loved it. I loved Charlie Wilson. I loved
That's
Babyface. I
good.
loved and okay, so since we're talking about background vocalists, let me just circle back to Charlie Wilson's background choir. Charlie Wilson had about six
He got some
folks,
singers, baby.
and they sounded the F good.
DF
They
good.
sounded TF good. They sounded so good. One of them was, I don't know what he's doing now. I'm not on social media like that, but I think his name starts with a J, and he was like a gospel vocalist. I think he was the only male background vocalist on Charlie Wilson's
I have to
Tiny
look
Desk.
that up.
And he used to do very
Well, give
funny,
God
like
the glory.
he used to do like comedic gospel sketches on social media.
Mm.
But he's a great vocalist, and he was one of the vocalists. I mean, all of those vocalists on Tiny Desk, the blend.
Uh,
Are we gonna talk about the
it
blend or not?
literally just makes me. I mean, I so miss Cafe 290. I so miss
Oh my
Apache
god.
Cafe, where our thing we weren't out clubbing, y'all. We were out listening
No.
to live music. That was our thing. And the two major places that we like literally from Lauren, what was the first time you went to 290? I'm sorry, Apache
Apache.
Cafe.
I was at Georgia State. I lived on campus. This is when the what is it called? The dorms. Excuse me. When the dorms when the dorms were still, now those are Georgia Tech's dorms, but when I went to
Yeah,
Georgia State, they were Georgia State's dorms. The '96 Olympics, where
yeah,
the Olympians stayed, they converted those into Georgia State's dorms, and those dorms were literally like a block and a half from Apache
literally.
Cafe, from where varsity is. The
Right behind the varsity.
the Apache that I first went to was behind the varsity. It's moved
Yes.
now, but
It ain't the same
to the
Apache.
point where I was sneaking in with a fake ID. Like you had to be 21 to get into Apache at
Yes.
the time that I was going. And I didn't really underage drink, but I was like, give me,
I want an underage
I ain't gonna
thing.
tell y'all who I got the ID from, but you could guess. I was sneaking into Apache every
And singing.
and singing. I was singing. And oh my God, those are just some good memories,
Those
sis.
are some wonderful, amazing.
Wow.
I remember
My
we used to be there
first,
on Wednesdays, just shut the place down.
yes, my first like show that I did as a like a solo
Solo
artist
artists, yeah.
was at Apache Cafe. I'm like, I had like core memories at
And people used
Apache.
to like literally. It was a time in where we kind of got older and we wouldn't go as much. And I remember, honest to God, y'all, this is not even a lie. I remember us going to Apache Cafe like just randomly, and and there was always like this really long list because you can just sign up as a singer, but there was a really long list, and a lot of times the list was like so long that people wouldn't get called, and Low would come in, and everybody would be like, "Low," and
Oh,
they
that's
would
so
skip
sweet.
around the list just so she
Yeah,
could get up on stage and sing. And to
yeah.
this day, I know some of the most incredible local Atlanta singers.
Vocalist.
And if I go somewhere and randomly and see like the group of singers that started from Apache,
Yeah.
they hug me, they dap me
Yes.
up, and they
Yeah.
always ask about Low. Always.
Oh, that's so
Always.
sweet. It really felt like such a good community. I remember
It
during like right
did.
after the pandemic, I had went out to a live music thing, and shout out to Ray Evans. He is, oh
Oh,
my God. Nobody,
why he needs to be on somebody's he
Tiny
need to
Desk.
be on Tiny Desk. Right.
Because the man, oh, okay. It's too much to discuss. We don't have enough time to talk about how he sings now,
No,
how he's such a
I
ray of
don't even know.
sunshine. Literally, his name is Ray, and he is a ray of sunshine. But
It's
I had
amazing.
went to an event that he was hosting just incognito. There's tons of people. I'm just there chilling. He's coming out in the audience. He's like, "Oh, I see you, Lo." Gives me the mic. He has me sing. It's just
Always
you
in
never know. Like
there.
I don't know. I don't be thinking like it's that big of a deal, but other people, I just love how that group of singers and artists still today, like
To this
10,
to this
15 years
day.
later, be like, nah, I remember that voice and I remember your energy.
All right,
It's
I
just it
see.
was just
I
a good
see.
time.
That's what I'm about
It
to.
was
I'm about
such
to
a good
let y'all
time.
know what y'all need
Oh
to
wait,
download.
no. So this I know I'm going off. So but do
Mm-mm.
you remember that time that I was singing an Algebra Blessed song? What happened? And Algebra came up on the stage with me and started singing.
Y'all, we
Oh,
have stories for days. Lauren was literally singing her song at Apache Cafe, and this glorious human being walks on stage, and it is the actual
artist
singer
who sings this,
songwriter.
and she's looking at me like I'm doing something, and I'm looking at her like I'm not doing nothing.
Bring those
Wow.
times back. We need Apache Cafe, the old Apache Cafe.
Man,
And
we should go to the
even
new one. I haven't even
we
given the new one a try,
should.
honestly. We should go.
I don't think I have either. Now that you say
I've
that,
never been. I haven't been to the new one.
really, I haven't either.
No,
Is it?
we
We'll
should
have to.
go.
We'll
Okay,
don't listen to us,
y'all. For
y'all.
y'all that don't, that's not from Atlanta. Look, this is an Atlanta podcast. Okay,
Oh,
we are from Atlanta.
we
Apache
from
Cafe is
Atlanta.
Atlanta staple. People that have
Cafe two
been, people that
ninety.
know. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Cafe 290, Cats
Mm-hmm.
Cafe, still
Catch
around.
Cafe is still around.
That's like the one.
Eva Kennedy be
I
singing.
can't take her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't take her. She's so good.
Mm-hmm.
She is so good and she's so sweet.
We said all that to say we just miss the
I
vibe of the live
know.
music that was once,
That
and there's still some. I just feel like uh, the recently, I'll say the most recent experience where me, my husband, Buddy, and her husband went out to some live music, and it was literally to go hear like the same bands that played at Apache. That's where I ran into some of the old people, and they were like,
oh,
"Where your sister?"
oh,
And but it was it was like taxing. Pay for parking, which we did at cafe, but it wasn't
right.
like it was like $20 for parking. You had to pay for a table, or you had to sit at the bar, and there was like limited bar seating. You had to. It was a certain, and if you paid for a table, you had to buy a bottle. You
A
and
bottle.
Yes, you had to buy a bottle, and I think the bottle we bought was just a bottle of wine, but it was literally to the point where Buddy husband was looking the bottle of wine up. He was like, "Y'all, this like a $40 bottle of wine," and
And how much do they charge y'all?
we had to spend like I think it was like 150. I think it was like 100 or $150 we had to spend just so we could sit down
That's why I
in
be
the
up in
seat.
here doing karaoke with my own personal bottle of wine.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't have the same feel. Like
It was
even
different. It was
it was
different.
different. Like
It
it's
was
all about
different.
making money. It's not about okay, let's just go and have that's what you're gonna do,
A
Lauren. You gonna
jam.
do that. A jam
Really?
session. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, baby.
I would
That's what you're
love
gonna
that.
do.
I would love
Y'all
that.
are
I
all
would
invited.
love that. Y'all
Come
are
out.
invited. Oh my
We're
gosh,
gonna
I
have to
would
do
love
it.
that so much, sis. Okay,
We
you
gonna have
really
to do
just
it.
giving me so much inspiration on that. Okay, I immediately know who all I'm gonna invite. This is gonna
You
be
already
fun.
know okay, we're not gonna talk about this.
We're
And
gonna
we
have it at
always
my
giving.
house.
That's what I'm saying. You already
This
know
is
all of
gonna
look
be
at me.
so good.
You already know
Okay, yeah, I need to get off my
the
Red Bull because you know what?
you already know all of the musicians. You got the BGVs.
You know what it
You
is? I know musicians who really do music full time. I got a regular job that's 9 to 5 that pay me. So I can sing, for the love. I can sing for the love because I know that in 2 weeks that
you gonna
direct
get that
deposit hit.
paycheck. Come
And,
on,
and, and if I
somebody.
need to make a doctor's appointment, I can do that. I got that flex card. You know what I'm saying? But a
They
lot
work
of
for a living.
artists, they
I do
they
you
do
one
this
better.
for a living, and I'm like, I don't want to what I can do is buy some JJ's fish, chicken,
You
and edge with pizza.
and you know what you could also do?
What?
$5, $10 a head. Hey, this is
Do you
the
think people would come?
hell to the yes, yes, yes. You gonna get them some JJ's fish and a good time? Are you asking me that question? Do you know what JJ's fish? Come on now, y'all. Tell her,
I
people.
can't deal with you.
Tell her what's wrong with you. Come on, no.
Okay.
JJ's fish alone says a lot, but they
Now
gonna get
you
some good
cutting up.
music. Yeah. You pay $10 a
Okay.
head. Now you got your money to pay your band and your
Okay.
BGVs.
Okay. You know
I'm
what?
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
like
I'm just like, come on, somebody. Oh Jesus.
I like this idea. I want to test it out. Should we do just donations first or just a hard cover of $5?
I mean, we could do donations, for the
Minimum $5
band.
donation?
Minimum $5 donation, and the highest bidder,
What they get?
JJ's fish. You get an extra piece of fish. Now take this fish and
A
enjoy.
plate. It's the shrimp and
Enjoy.
tilapia plate. Now everybody else getting just the chicken wings, but
But you
get the shrimp and tilapia plate. Now, if you know
like,
about
all
this
right.
with the hot sauce,
Woo!
okay,
Jesus,
okay.
that hot sauce is different. Okay.
Something's up with the hot sauce.
Again, we're off topic. But at the end of the day, it is Black Music Month. And I will say
Okay.
Babyface and Tank have been, and Charlie, Uncle Charlie have been just amazing. Guess what they got coming up?
You want me to do my little, let me scoot back. Gotta get my knees together for this one, y'all. Ah! Yeah, get back. Get back. Okay.
She's cutting up. Don't listen to her.
What is coming, sis? All of the aunties.
Juvenile, baby. Now, this was Freak Neat. This was Freak Neat era right here. Ooh, I want to have a house party just for this tiny desk. I got
to get it. I don't really know how to twerk like that. I only been twerking for like 3 years post divorce, y'all. I had to pick up some tricks. Okay. You know what? Okay, don't listen to me. Things have taken a turn. Maybe. Okay, I should go. Okay, I'm out. I've said too much.
Y'all, I'm stuttering. I'm going to just, we're going to let y'all know when
I'm back at Save Low.
We're going to let y'all know when Juvenile come out, but we're going to have
I really can't
party. That's where we need to have the JJ's fish.
Ooh, or Edgewood pizza. We might need Buffalo hot wings for that. We need hot wings, not fried wings. Hot wings. What you think? Hot wings.
I like Edgewood pizza. I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm tuning you out because you are out of control. Don't listen too low. That's the name of the podcast.
Okay, you're right. You know what?
No,
I agree.
We're gonna find out when the Juvenile concert. Look, the Juvenile concert is going on. And quick story: in my glory days, me and my best friend, my bestie Lolo, and my good girlfriend, God rest her soul, Chels. If y'all from Atlanta, y'all know about this. I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it real quick. Red Train, okay? That's it. That's all. So, in our prime,
you're not gonna elaborate? Okay.
Nope. Okay. In our prime, we went to Red Train and we met Juvenile, and we met
really?
Yes, we met.
I never knew about this, sis.
And that's when we had, the home phone lines. We had
like a pager.
No, yeah, we had pagers, but we had the home phones. We didn't have cell phones, so we had the landlines. And Lil Wayne was so young, and we ran out to their tour bus. And Chels literally gave Lil Wayne her phone number, and she was like, "Call me." And we talked about that. Can you imagine young girls? We was a couple of years older than him, but can you imagine us like, "Oh my God, Chels gave her phone number to Lil Wayne. He's gonna call her. We gonna be famous." Lord Jesus, just out here bad.
That is crazy. Y'all
Can't
met
wait.
Juvenile and Lil Wayne.
And
I
think it was
never knew that, sis.
I don't know. It was it was a whole bunch of them, but they tour bus and
what's Cash Money? Like all of Cash Money, maybe?
Yes. It was a time. It was a time. I'll say that.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I'm excited about this. I mean,
that's exciting.
I feel like, we should definitely have it right there in the living room, Lauren. In your living room.
I'll have more plants. I'll have my plants and we'll get it. Oh, I can't wait. I don't know when the actual date is, but
I don't either. They've been promoting it pretty heavily though.
On social media?
Yeah, that's all. Like everywhere, all you see is like, "Oh, y'all see Juvenile?" Yes,
but they haven't been given the date.
I haven't seen the date. That is not to say that it's not out there, but I have not seen the date, so I'll have to do some investigating to
Oh,
see.
y'all. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Haven't been on social media for a while. I'm thinking about starting a TikTok.
Oh, the tickety tick TikTok.
Thinking about it, I'm just most likely gonna give Nisa my
Yeah.
Instagram credentials to like post about the podcast and any potential
So
suitors
that
that
means
she
don't be DMing her because it ain't gonna be her. It's gonna be me.
D,
Okay.
D, DM me so she can field it. And if it's a real like potential, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
That's a good
You
idea.
can, then you just
Then I could just pass it
bring it on
on.
down. Cause my picker,
Bring it on down.
look,
Bring it
I'm
on
woman enough
down.
to admit my picker. All right. Now y'all know what happened last time. So yeah, DM, let Nisa vet.
Y'all, literally, this is how our conversations go in real life on the phone.
Yeah,
We cut up and yeah,
I
God,
know it's
I'm
too much.
sorry.
Oh my god, y'all, I gotta go. I'm about to go see Spider-Verse. It's time.
Okay,
I got to
it's
go.
time. Let me go.
I know that's why I'm drinking this Red Bull because I gotta go to the movies. I'm literally going to the movies to see Spider-Verse
Oh
with my best friend.
Jesus. Okay, go best friend and low. Okay, but I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote. Ooh, okay. The one thing that we didn't talk about was we were bamboozled into thinking by Killer Mike that Andre 3000 was going to be coming out with an album, and I literally posted it on my social media because I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, this is the day I've been
How
waiting
could he
for."
do that to us?
And then it said today I found out that apparently Killer Mike misspoke, and I just knew the way he was like, yeah, he has an album. We're going to a listening in a couple of days. I just knew. I was like, oh well, Andre is about to put it out, and he gave Killer Mike clearance to do so. You can't play those are fighting words, Killer Mike. Why would you do that?
And I love
You
now.
know,
Let's talk about Killer Mike's new album. Michael, woo, it's
slow
excellent.
MFing clap. Come on now. That's
It's
real
really
Atlanta. I feel so Atlanta when I
yeah,
listen to that.
right. And I just love Killer Mike. He feels like
He's
my
such
cousin or
he
something.
absolutely that's why. You know, I feel like everybody from Atlanta, my cousin, little
But
baby,
really specifically
Killer
Killer
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
all of
so
our cousins.
smart. He's
He is
really,
very smart.
really intelligent.
He
He's
you know
really
what? He really
intelligent.
reminds me of Brother R. Like Brother R is so smart.
Wholeheartedly.
And
Wholeheartedly.
yeah, Killer Mike and it's a just a hint of I'm gonna question that and check back in with you later. But they do it in love.
Either
He
way,
do it in love. Yeah.
he do it in love. So either way, we thought there was a Andre 3000 album coming out. Found out literally right before the show.
Andre
We was starting to
3000?
show that it wasn't. I think he spoke out of turn, which it just
Andre
makes me
3000?
so
You
sad.
can't do that with him.
You can't do that with him.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
I can if I showed you just my timeline of everybody that was posting it, like, oh my God, did y'all hear? It was
Girl.
crazy. But I'm gonna say this
Mm.
quote, and then you tell me if you know. I'm assuming you're gonna know who this is. Y'all might know because I was just saying, if you don't
Oh,
like
how
where I
can you
say,
tell me
fly away,
I don't know.
and
Maybe
she
I
didn't know.
don't.
So I live by the beat, like you live check to check. If you don't move your feet, then I don't
I
eat.
don't
So
get
we like neck
neck
to
and
neck.
neck. That's
Who say that?
Andre Benjamin.
Boop, boop, boop,
Hey.
boop.
I
We so
love me
Atlanta.
some Andre 3000, y'all. Who
I
doesn't?
will.
Are there any Andre haters?
If there are, then we need to beat them up and tie them all up together
Well,
in,
okay, so
with their hands behind their backs and just put them in a dark closet until they say, you know what, I'm sorry. And I mean it. And I'll do better. Because if you don't get down with Andre 3000, then you might as well just be in the dark. You might as well be. Because that's what you are, in the dark.
I'm gonna go out and just say don't listen to her.
Okay. Tomato, tomato. That's what you say. Okay. But I love y'all. Thanks for checking in. We will do this 33 next week.
Ooh, bye y'all.